Hello, teacher. Good evening, teacher.
Hello, Doc. Good evening.
Evening.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm well.
I'm
How
also
about you?
I'm also fine, Doc. Okay, have you already eat your dinner?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, can we start now?
Yes.
Let's start, Doc.
Yes.
Oh, what happened? Sweet for a minute. Okay. Our lesson for today is all about my short-term goal. Okay, okay, Doc, what is your short-term goal?
Yes.
What is your short-term goal?
Um, me.
What is your short-term goal?
I think. Mm,
Do you have a
okay.
goal?
Yes.
Okay, so what is that, Doc? Can you explain?
Okay. My team goal is study good in grade 7 and have a high score in the grade.
Okay, so that is your short-term goal, right? So now let's start. So before we proceed to the new lessons or the new words, let's start with vocabulary first. Okay, number one, please read that.
Number one is career path and she never job position long term promote promotions receptionist assistant salary
Assistant, again, assistant.
assistant salary law attorney attorney uh, spexy fiscal lead interview director medical field lost career.
Okay, very good. So this is our vocabulary today. We have career path. That is, it means that there is a career, entry-level job, that is your first level in the job. Position, um, every person have a position in every company, right? Long term, that is how long you had. Promotions, so promotions means you're going to up high. Okay, receptionist. A receptionist, that is the name of the person where they are the one who is in the front for the information, right? Assistants. So assistants, there are many kind of assistants, right? So we have assistant officer, assistant secretary, right? So next, salary. Salary, that is the money or the payment that you are, what is that, that you are going to have, or a salary is, that is the main goal of each employee, the salary. Okay, law. We have a law, right?
Yes, and Noah.
Attorney. Attorney is there the one who making the law also. Specifically, so it means that you must be specific in everything. Interview. Okay, so interview, that is someone asking you, right? That is someone who are um, questioning or asking you about yourself, or about, example, about the other company. So they are the one to make an interview. So interview. Director, that is a high position already. Medical field, that is the person where they are in the field for the medical materials, right? Nurse, that is assistant of the doctor. Career, that is a career, or that is a job. Okay, look at the letter to career. Counselor, complete the sentences with the words in the box. Okay, can you do it, Doc? Can you try to answer, Doc?
Yes.
Let's read it.
Once one entry never off shows um position. Three race is for pro promotion and find short short term goal. Six my long term goal. Go to more school. Seven
7.
seven dream job and eight career path.
Okay, so let's try. Okay, number 1 is career. Oh, entry-level job. There, Miss Marcos. Currently, I work as a receptionist in a law firm. It's an entry-level job, but I'm learning a lot about the law. Next week, I'm going to interview for, what is your answer? Your position as a research assistant. I That job comes with a 30% promotion in salary. Also, I can get, what is that? I can get a
I, I,
promotion to lead on research.
yes.
Number 3 is with a raise, I mean. Number 4, I can get a promotion to lead and research assistant after a couple of years. However, that's only my short-term goal. My long-term goal is to go to law school. Cool. That is the long-term goal. What is the short-term goal? Get a promotion to lead and research assistant after a couple of years. That is short-term goal. Okay. My dream job is to work as an attorney for a professional sports team.
The problem is that I'm not sure if I'm on the correct career path.
How? Yes. The problem is that I'm not sure if I'm the correct career path. How can I get into sports law? Specifically, can you help me? Okay, so take turns to describe your long-term and short-term goal. Okay, can I ask you questions? What is your short-term goals and your long-term goal, Doc?
What is it?
What is your short-term goals and long-term goals?
My short-term goal is study good in the secondary
Okay,
and the
study in secondary. Your long-term.
long-term goal is become a doctor.
Okay, what is that?
Become a doctor.
Okay, become a doctor. That is your long-term goal. I hope your goal will be achieved. Okay. Okay, let's have a conversation. Please listen carefully, okay? And then after you listened, let's have a conversation with Sue. Okay?
Lesson 13. My short-term goal is page 32. Conversation. A. Listen. What kind of job is Juliana going to interview for? What does Dan want to be?
I have an interview tomorrow. I'm a little nervous.
What kind of job are you hoping to get?
Well, I'm interviewing for the position of production assistant, but my long-term goal is to become a film director.
Wow, that's exciting. I didn't know you wanted to work in the movies.
How about you?
I hope to get a job working with people. I'd like to work in the medical field. I want to be a nurse.
You would be a great nurse.
Thank you. Good luck on your interview tomorrow.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Okay, I am Juliana and you are Dan. I have an interview tomorrow. I'm a little nervous.
Um,
You are done. Again, I have an interview tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. Okay, you are done. Can you do it? Doc, can you hear me? Can you read with Dan?
yes. What kind of job? Although Julia are going to interview for the possible of productions activities.
Oh, I am Juliana. You are done.
And what kind of job are you hoping to get?
Well, I'm interviewing for the position of production assistant, but my long-term goal is to become a film director.
Wow, that's exciting. I didn't know you want to work in the movies.
How about you?
I have to get a job working with people. I would like to work in the medical field. I want to be a nurse.
You would be a great nurse.
You good luck on your interview tomorrow.
Okay. Lesson again. So we have, what's your long-term goal? I love movies. What field do you want to get into? Okay. Next, we have language booster. Notice the different ways to we ask and talk about career ambitions. Okay, Doc, what are your career plans? Do you have a career plans, Doc? Doc, do
Ca-
you? Yes. Do you have a career plans?
Career plan.
Yes.
I don't have.
So
I don't have.
example. Oh, a doctor, is that a career also? Right? So example. What are your career plans? So my career plans wants to become teacher. My career plans is wants to become a doctor. Okay, that is our career plans. We have a plans for it. Okay, so example, you are student now, right? So you decide to have a career plans first. Okay, you want to be a doctor, a nurse, an engineer. Okay, there are many career plans to do. Okay, so what field would you like to get into? So this is it. What field? So it means that what field or what place do you want to work? So example,
I, I want to work in the hospital.
yes, you want to work in a hospital because your career plans is a doctor. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
So what kind of job are you hoping to get? So that is a doctor, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's your dream job aside doctor? What's your another dream job aside from doctor?
And my starting was to uh, I think mm,
Oh. Mm.
I hoping to get I hoping to get the about the medical field.
Okay. So in the answer in the left, my long-term goal is to become a film director, right? I like to work in the medical field. My short-term goal is to, I hope to get a job. Okay. So we have a long-term goal. Okay. So for me, my long-term goal is to become a professional teacher. Okay. I like to work in the school to help other people. My short-term goal is to pass the board exam. Okay, I hope to get a job for a teacher. Okay, that is my answer. And how about you, Doc? Can you do it what I've said to you? Okay. So example, what field would you like to get into? I'd like to work in the educational field. What kind of job are you hoping to get? So that's it. So next, we have a pronunciation, okay?
Page 33. Pronunciation. A. Listen and practice. Notice how in these compound nouns, the adjective is stressed rather than the noun. 1,
Dream job.
2,
Entry-level job.
3,
Part-time job.
4,
Short-term goal.
5,
Long-term goal.
6.
Graduate school.
Okay. So lesson and practice. Notice how this sounds, thus compound nouns, the adjective is stressed rather than the noun, okay? So dream job, entry-level job, part-time job, short-term goal, long-term goal, and that is a graduate school. Okay, take turns asking and answering the questions below. Pay attention to the subject stressed in the compound nouns. Okay, please read that the questions for the Doc, I mean. Would you take a job? Can you read it?
Yes, would you take a job even if it's not your past of your long-term goal?
Okay, very good. Would you take a job even if it's not your part of your long-term goal? Would you take an entry-level job in the field that you are not interested in? Okay, first, let's answer the question number 1. Okay. Would you take a job even if it's not your part of your long-term goal?
I think no.
Why?
Because I think if I have a long time goal, so I like to become some job, but I can, but I I can do uh, the job, the different job, but I like the job in the long term goal more.
Okay. So would you take a job even if it's not your part of your long-term goal? For me, yes. Why? Because that is an opportunity. Even though that is not your long-term goal, maybe the jobs happens because there is a reason, right? Why that was happen, even though that is not in your long-term goal. So that job is maybe your lesson or that is a blessing, okay? So that's it. Would you take an entry-level job in the field that you're interested in? You're interested in? Okay, what is your answer? Entry-level job. Would you take an entry-level job in the field that you are interested in? So that is only entry job. So what do you mean? You are going to entry the job, but
Yeah.
suddenly you have no time for that job. Okay, would you take an entry-level job in the field that you're interested in? What is your answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Would you take an entry-level job in the field that you are interested in? Entry-level job.
Oh. No.
Your answer is yes,
No, no, no.
right?
No, because I want to do. I. I think if I study well, they will invite me. I don't need to. I don't need to take enjoy level, enjoy level.
Okay, very good. Okay, so it is already time. So let's discuss again. So what have you learned today in this short-term goal? What have you learned? Doc. So you learned today about the short-term goal and the long-term goal on how to, what is that? To plans in a goal, right? So there is a short-term goal and a long-term goal. So there are time also that there is a long-term goal that, oh no, it is not in your long-term goal, but that is your short-term goal already. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any question for that? Okay, no. So let's proceed to another. Oh, just wait for a minute.
Mm.
So our next lesson is all about very organized. So what do you mean by very organized? Is that a thing? Hmm? What do you think is that though? I'm very organized.
Organize. I think it the organize. I am organized.
Okay. So that you can understand, please read the vocabulary.
Um, one in uh, detail or oriented, efficient, organized, perfectionist, professional, motivate, sharp, task, ruthless, trainist, actionized, strength, cooperative, sentence. accountant, presenter, employee, accountant, count
Count on.
sloppy, on time.
Yeah, so we have eaten vocabulary, detail-oriented, efficient, organized, perfectionist, professional, motivated, track, task, weakness, challenge, strength, cooperative. We have also certain, accountant, presentation, employee, count on, sloopy on the time. Okay? So now, can you do it? What kind of person are you in the work environment? Check, X the words that describe you. In the work environment, detail-oriented, efficient, organized, or hard worker, self-starter, perfectionist. So you can choose one. What kind of person are you in a work environment?
I
This
think
year.
was uh, a perfect, a perfectly.
So what kind are you in a work environment? Can you answer it? Check X the words that describe you.
The perfectly motivate and just that.
Next.
And organize.
Yes. Motivated, organized, that is you. How about perfectionist? No. How about perfectionist, Doc? How about the hard worker? Are you a hard worker?
Oh, I think
Okay. So take turns describing yourself. Okay, for me, so what kind of a person you are in a work environment? In a work environment, we have efficient, organized, a hard worker. Okay, not a perfectionist, not a self-starter, a team player, professional, and that is motivated. So that is me. Okay, take turns describing yourself. Use the words above. Oh no! How would you describe yourself? I am very detail-oriented. I pay attention to small things. Okay, can you do it? To describe yourself, Doc, through the words below. Can you do it?
teacher.
Yes?
Saving.
Okay. So first, I'll be the one who answer, okay? So let's describe myself. So I am very detail oriented. Okay. I pay attention for the every small things. Okay. We must to be efficient in the work,
Yeah.
organize all the things in the office so that it is very clean. Okay. So I am a hard worker employee. Okay. But I am not a self-starter. I am not a perfectionist also. I am also a team player. and already a professional and to motivate others. Okay, that's me. Okay, how about you? How about you, Doc? Okay, can you try to answer it your own?
I am a perfectionist pupil.
Okay.
I want to have the high score in undergrad as I am um, motive uh, organized because I um, always
Who continue?
I always do undergo.
Okay, are you done already? Right. So that's it. You're describing yourself. Okay. Through the vocabulary. So let's have a conversation again. Okay, please listen carefully.
Lesson 14. I'm very organized. Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What are Kyle's strengths and weaknesses? Do you think he will get the job?
All right, Kyle. Now I'd like to ask, what would you bring to our organization?
Well, I'm very organized. I can keep track of a lot of different tasks at a time.
I see.
Also, I'm extremely efficient.
That's excellent. And what is your biggest weakness?
Let me think. Sometimes I'm too detail-oriented, but that can be useful when I'm writing a report.
And what is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work?
Good question. Well, once I had to work with a team of 30 people. That was difficult, but I'm a good team player.
Yes, that was very good. Okay, let's have a conversation again. I am Kyle, and now you are Olivia. Can you do it? Can you do it, Doc?
Yes.
Olivia. Excuse me.
All right, Kyle. Now I'd like to ask, what would you bring to our organization?
Well, I am very organized. I can make track of a lot of different tasks at a time.
I see.
Also, I'm extremely efficient.
That is silence. And what is your biggest regret?
Let me think. Sometimes I'm too detail oriented, but that can be useful when I'm writing a report.
And what is the biggest change you ever faced above?
Where are you? Good questions. Well, once I had to work with a team of 30 people. That was difficult, but I'm a good team player. So it is difficult if you are handled in many persons, right? So, like a manager, okay? So practice the conversation, then find the best places to add the sentences below conversation and practice again. Can you do it? Okay, example number 1. Okay, number 1. What is letter A? Just wait for a minute, Doc. Tap into this. So we had to complete a project in a week. In the other words, what are Greta's strengths? We need someone who is organized a week. I can do a lot of work in a short amount of time. Go. So, letter A. Number 1. All right, and now I'd like to ask what do you bring to our organization. So, number 1 is we had to complete a project in a week. So, number 2 is letter B. In other words, what are you Greta's strengths? So, number
Number 3,
3,
if,
yes.
if we list someone who is organized with number 4 is I can do a lot of work in a short amount of time.
I can do a lot of work in a short amount of time. So number 4 is, that is letter C. Also, I'm extremely efficient. Oh, what happened? Just wait for a minute. What happened? Let's slide. So let's have a language booster. Can you read that down?
Yes. Um, uh, Asking interview questions. What would you bring to our organization? What are your greatest, greatest is strength? What is your biggest weakness? What is your biggest challenge you ever faced in at work? Describing strengths and weakness. Well, I can read organized. Let's see. I am a hard worker. I have a good writing skill. Sometimes I choose that to oriented. I use I used to get used to, but now when less meeting once I had to.
Okay. Okay, what would you bring to our organization? What are your greatest strengths? What is your biggest weakness? What is the biggest challenge you ever face at work? Okay, what is your biggest weakness, Doc? What is your biggest weakness, Doc?
What is
What is your
my
biggest weakness?
um,
Okay. My biggest weakness is to... Okay, what is your answer?
is to my biggest weakness is I think is detail oriented.
Okay. Okay, let's have interviewer. Okay, you are interviewer and I am interviewer and you are Lena, okay? So Lana, tell me, what would you bring to our organization? Okay, can you read it with Lena? So Lena, tell me, what would you bring to our organization? Okay, first of all, I am a self-starter. If I see a job that needs to be done, I do it. I don't want for someone to ask me to do it. Okay, that's great. What are some of your other strengths? Please read that.
Okay.
Okay.
Interview. Oh,
You are Lena. I'm already read. So you will start in I am very professional.
teacher.
Yes. Can you
Um,
see the slide?
yes. But wait, teacher. Okay. Well, first of all, I am a sales staff. So if I see the jobs that needs to be done, I do it. I don't wait for someone to ask me to do it.
Okay, that's great. What are some of your other strengths?
Um, let me think. I would have to say that my biggest weakness is that I am a perfectionist, but that can be used in certain situations. For example, last year when our accountants quit, I had to take over the accounting duties. I found several mistakes and saved my company over $1,000.
Okay. That's very impressive. I have one more question for you. What is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work?
That's an interesting question. What I do with a presentation to a group of 50 employees. I had only one day to prepare. I was really nervous, but I prepared very carefully, and my presentations went very well.
Okay, very good. Let's continue. Your resume looks very impressive, Jill. Okay. You are Jill and I am the interviewer. Go. Thank you very much. You have a lot of work experience, but what are some of your greatest strengths? Okay, let's see. Well, I'm responsible. You can always count on me to get the office on time and finish my work. Good, that's important. What other strengths would you bring to our organization? Well, I am very detail-oriented. My work is never sloppy, and I'm very cooperative, and I will win work others. I'm pleased to hear that. What is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work? Well, once I had to manage 10 projects at the one time because my company didn't have enough managers. It was very difficult to keep all the projects organized, but we finished all 10 projects on time. So that's great. What are your biggest weaknesses? So Jill answer. Actually, I used to very disorganized, but I took a class on organizations skills and loving organized is one of my biggest
Strength.
strength. Yes, that is the biggest strength. So that is on how to organize things. Okay, Doc, do you know how to organize things? Yes? Do you know how to organize things?
Organizing.
Yes, organizing. Do you know how to organize? Yes. You know that because you are too young already. So if you have a books, right? Example, you will put in the bookshelves and you will organize the book, right? Okay. So if you're a student, you will be organized the subject that you are going to study on that day, right? That is organization or organizing things, okay?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any question, Doc?
No.
Okay, did you understand our new lesson today? Did you understand or do you have any questions or clarifications? Yes or no? What is your answer? Yes? Do you have a
Mm,
questions?
no.
Okay, very good. It's already time, Doc. Thank you so much for your time, Doc.
Okay.
I hope you learn and enjoy. Bye-bye. See you next time. Good night, Doc.
Yes, goodbye, teacher. Have a good night, teacher.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.